although getting a passing score, well, let's go down to the footnote. I'm seeing footnote here. Let's take a look at it. It says about 17 or more questions. Now there's 24 questions, so 17 or more. Again, a little variance in this. It could be 16, 17, 18, but you certainly should be proficient in the majority of the material that's offered to you here. If you're getting a really low number, though, I suggest you go back a bump, all right? That you're not ready for this, all right? Now, if you're getting 13 or 14, you may say to yourself, you know what, I need to review. And my understanding is you should review anyway. But the more you have to review, the tougher this is going to get. So like if you're getting 5 questions wrong, I would go back and review those 5 questions, all right? If you're getting 20 questions wrong, it's just overwhelming. You're better off taking the course and getting a good grade in it, all right? You'll learn a lot of material by taking the course. But the bottom line, a lot of students wonders, how do I review? How do I go back and review? Well, what I suggest you do is you get the guide. The guide's right here. It's in that magenta color. You click on it. It's going to open up my Dropbox. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to download it to my computer. And I got this big long document now. All right. Now this document, almost 300 pages long. So well, I can't read all that. And you might say, well, I'm looking for a topic. Let's go for that. Okay, let's say, for example, you had a tough time with an inequality problem. Let's say you had a tough time with this, the inequality. So what I want to do is I want to go back to the review document, the guide. Right? I want to look for inequality. All right. Now, certainly, again, a lot of students look at this and say, it's just too much to read. I don't even know where inequality would be. What you could do is just go to the search box and type in inequality. And what happens immediately? I get a hit. It's in week 1. Right, so you could click on this. Let's go to week 1. And let's say you need to review with inequality. Well, I recommend you read. As you're reading it, though, you may need supplemental support. So I put little videos here. Let me click on that. Let me close the sidebar first. I'm going to click on this little TV screen here. And a very short video is going to open up. Now, this video here is 2 minutes and 11 seconds long. It's a tiny video, all right? You can watch that if you want. You don't have to. You decide what you need to watch, all right, or what you need to study. Linear inequalities, I go through example questions. Each example question that I do, there's a blue area with my solution and a little bit of work, and there's also a video attached to that would be me at the whiteboard doing the problem. So I go through a bunch of example questions. Then, of course, I go to polynomial inequalities, more difficult, little tiny video again, yada, yada, yada. Go through example questions. Then I do rational inequalities, example questions. Again, let me remind you the blue areas where the work and the solution is. The little videos on the side may help you figure out what I'm doing at the whiteboard to do that problem. So someone says, when do I get a chance to try? You're always doing examples, but I never get a chance to try. Well, what we do is we write problem sets for you. Right, for you to try. They're called, these supplemental problem sets. And we give you a bunch of questions, all right, so you can work through them. And again, you decide how much time and effort you need to put in to learn the material. And you go through that. At the end of this section, though, you're going to notice there's a lot of videos being published. All right, these are longer videos. So, for example, let's say you needed to re-watch Lecture 1 that the students would get at Essex County College. You could click this link over here. And what's going to happen, you're going to get a 12-minute video of me working through some of this stuff. All right, that's in this section over here. Okay, let me go back. Examples, homework, yada, yada, yada. There's plenty of video support for those students that need the video support. Thank you so much for paying attention.